Good morning and welcome to Van Life Series Part 2 ever. We have such an epic trip ahead of us. We're travelling in this beauty called Vanessa. She is a massive converted van. We will show you a van tour later on. We stayed here last night. This is just to the right of the Gold Coast. It's called Palm Beach area. We opened our doors this morning with the sounds of the waves crashing on the ocean. We always like to find a little space to park up where there's no signs for overnight camping and staying. This way it allows us to put our mind at rest when we go to sleep. We are now on our way to Rainbow Bay Beach where we're gonna attempt to surf there. Before we surf, we do need to put on the fins because we had to remove them to get them on the aircraft. And we nearly ran over the boards again and nearly forgot them. We did that yesterday for the first time and we were like, never again are we going to do that.
Very close. It's just such an easy thing to do, like, because they're underneath the vehicle, you just think, oh, I'll just pull off and then leave it out, which is very stupid.
Very stupid. We're at Rainbow Beach, we've parked up and we're on a bit of a slant and I'm trying to cook eggs on a slant before the surf and the waves just looked so amazing. We're used to surfing at Bondi, which is really hard to learn, but we've done that, so I can't wait for this surf.
There's me making fun of Amber, and then I've only gone and done it myself as well, haven't I? How am I going to catch waves with that, mate?
He's put them on back to front. You stupid.
Me stupid, I'm stupid.
Me no dum dum, you dum dum.
We spoke to a local not so long ago and he did recommend that this is one of the best beaches to surf at. It does look very gentle and really nice waves. The water is so warm. It's like a little bubble bath. Woo! We're now going to get ready. Well, we are on a hill. And then we're going to head to the Gold Coast, the big city, do some exploring, and it's Christmas Eve. Quick smoothie just to fill our stomachs after the surf. We've got peanut butter, banana, some milk and chia seeds. And yes, I did fly from Sydney. Oh, chia seeds went everywhere.
No. This kind of thing is a disaster in the van, isn't it?
Oh no, it's because we're on a slant. But anyway, I did bring the bullet blender on the plane with us, and this is going to be a lifesaver on this trip because it's going to be hot, so just pulling up somewhere, having a nice smoothie will just be so refreshing.
Just arrived at Surfers Paradise, which today was not Surfers Paradise at all. It was Surfers Hell because it was super windy, crashy. That's why we surfed at, what did we surf?
Rainbow Bay.
Rainbow Bay, which was perfect. That was Surfers Paradise. We need to swap the names around, mate.
We're going to go back there tomorrow as well. We've decided on Christmas Day to surf because, as we mentioned earlier, it's one of the best places. If you come, you should definitely check that out if you're a surfer. So the Gold Coast Surfers Paradise is especially known for really tall buildings, like high rise. It feels a little bit like Miami. I get that feeling here. We're just gonna chill down the beach, get some drone shots, relax, maybe get on the line bikes and explore the city. We're now just taking a stroll around the city centre after going down the beach. We were trying to catch sunset, but we couldn't quite get it because it's got a bit overcast. I think we're going to have some dinner out tonight, aren't we?
Yes. We haven't really cooked much, to be honest, because we get back late, but tonight's the night, get someone else to cook for us, even though I don't cook, she cooks.
I am Chef Canton. It seems that in Australia on the Gold Coast, on Christmas Eve, everyone likes to come to the beach and just go for walks along the seafront. It's so busy down here.
It's nice, it makes a change from back home. It's back home, like, everything's closed in England, like, especially Christmas Eve, you can't find nothing open, but here, just a nice atmosphere, everyone's out. I suppose you've got the beach, so it's nice.
It's too cold in the UK, like, or Europe, Scandinavia this time of year. It's cosy indoors with a fire. It's really opposite on the other side of the world.
Merry Christmas! Today, for the first time ever, me and Amber are going to do yoga on Christmas Day. It should be fun, yoga down the beach, have a little stretch. I haven't had a stretch in a while, so it should be good.
It's only taken you 10 years to do yoga with me, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's on your wish list, wasn't it? You spoke to Santa and he delivered, mate.
Our yoga session is now completed and we're just going to cook some food and enjoy the views, relax. We have an air fryer, so I'm going to cook in the air fryer, which I'm really excited about. It's really hard to stay fit while you're traveling, but that's something we are going to try and do because we do like looking after our bodies and it makes you feel good. We definitely need to be a bit more mindful about how much water we're using, and we haven't even showered in the van. Well, with the outdoor shower, we've just been like washing up, brushing our teeth, doing your normal bits, and we've gone through so much water. So luckily Andy left some water in the van which we will restock, and we're having to wash our vegetables. This is just all part of van life, all fun and giggles.
Oh, I thought I was being mindful as well, but obviously not enough.
We're now en route to fill up our water tank. I just downloaded Wiki Campers, which is a $10 one-off fee, and it's available in New Zealand, Canada, Australia and the UK. And then it shows you different facilities if you're living in a motorhome or in a van. So we've just found a place that we can fill up our water for free, and it is drinkable water, as you can't really use the water in the petrol garages as it's not really safe to do so.
Oh, there's Tiger. I was just saying I don't like Christmas music, wait, look at it.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
It's Christmas!
It's coming to town.
Oh my God!
Christmas tree, have a happy holiday.
The council don't really like you stealing their water, but if you get one of these keys, then you can kind of hack into the system and get it. I mean, it's only a little bit of water, it's nothing that bad. We use that, fill up the van. But if you come over here, and it's that easy. We should have enough water to last us another couple of days now. We'll try and be a bit more careful with it, but
Definitely, a bit more sparingly.
spare.
It's surf time. We're now heading to Rainbow Bay Beach because that's the best surf in the whole area. Surfers Paradise is super windy today, so Surfline said very poor. If you've not heard of Surfline and you are a surfer and you're traveling in Australia, I highly recommend it. It's really good to see the surf reports in all the different areas. At the moment today, it's 1 to 3 foot and it is fair, which is very good for surfing in Rainbow Bay.
We have just arrived for our sunset surf. It's going to be super quick because we got here super late. Should be used to that if you've been watching me and Amber for our last couple of vlogs. That's what we do. But we'll get a quick one in on Christmas Day. Surfing on Christmas Day, mate.
And then we're heading to Byron Bay.
Oh, we've been listening to Christmas music in the spirit. If my family are watching this, love you all. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And to Amber's family, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And to you, mate, Merry Christmas. Me and Amber are definitely not having a traditional Christmas. This year we're having a barbecue for our Christmas dinner. So no turkey and gravy, none of that. We're having a nice burger and sweet corn and veg. You excited for your barbecue, baby?
Yes. Comment below what your favourite thing is to have at a barbecue. So Ben and I, as you know, or maybe you don't, we're vegetarians, we really like the Impossible Burgers or the Beyond. And corn on the cob tastes so good on a barbecue.
You've got to pick one, you can only have one, you can't have two.
I like the Beyond Burgers and you like Impossible.
So it's your favourite thing from a barbecue?
Yeah, love burgers. This morning, Ben and I have an amazing experience. We're having breakfast with koala bears at Paradise Country in the Gold Coast. So this experience is 2 hours long, and then we get to have a little walk around the wildlife park after. How excited are you?
Kangaroo.
Oh, there's a little kangaroo! I love anything animal related. It literally puts me in the best mood. So first we have the buffet breakfast. It looks really good so far. Ben's very excited about the food. Then I'm a little bit more excited about the koala bears, and then I assume that they bring the koala bears around and you get to know some information about them. But first we're going to eat. Well, that was definitely a unique breakfast. Never had one like that before, have we, with koala bears?
It's actually a good breakfast as well, like good set out, good food, nice with the koalas, like they explained a lot. It's quite a sweet experience.
They brought round Bianca, who was a very young koala bear, and then they brought round an older one who is like very intrigued by all of our movements. She was very like observant and looking into us, like looking into our eyes.
Yeah, the first one was a lot more timid, but the second one you could have a little pat. And they only keep them out for half an hour, and then for the rest of the day, so like 23 and a half hours, they just relax.
Yeah.
So they're quite strict with what they do. And a bit of the money from the breakfast goes to the foundation for them to try and help support them.
Goes towards a charity that are helping koala bears as they are endangered animals in Australia. So as I mentioned, like driving at dusk or dawn, just to be careful on the road because they're not very observant. And obviously the bushfire in the previous years, it unfortunately killed a lot of koala bears. So coming to this breakfast does help them.
And it's a good experience for you or your family.
It's now time to go on a wildlife walk around this park and see what other animals they have other than koala bears. Although I do really like koala bears. This little koala bear is sleeping, so we have to be very quiet and not disturb their sleep. It's very important to them. They sleep around 18 to 20 hours a day because the eucalyptus leaves have very little energy. And that's pretty much most of their diet because the eucalyptus leaves actually contain water. So you only come out for a little bit of water every now and then. These kangaroos look so chilled. Just all sprawled out, having the time of their life. Got the easy life. This is what Ben wishes his life was.
It's not far off, to be fair.
So this little guy here is a mimosa, and I've never seen this monkey before. This is one of the world's smallest monkeys, and their habitat in Brazil, and their family consists up to 20 members. It's a very large family, and they're just the most adorable thing I think I've ever seen. So unfortunately, in Australia, there's 49 Australian native species that are currently critically endangered. So for that reason, this Paradise Country theme park set up this charity called Save a Mate, and they help the wildlife and set up projects to help them. So it's really important to be aware of that and come help the charity. We are like starting, I can't speak, I don't know what I'm saying. I just want to, I can't think of my car.
So what do you think of this?
Yo, yo, yo! MC in the house! Oh no. Well, I always humiliate myself. I was trying to record that and then it was just gone everywhere.